Alright guys, in this video I'm going to explain what this new series is, Big Brother Canada Statistics, as well as introduce the house guests into Season 10 of Big Brother Canada. Let's get into it. What is Big Brother Canada Statistics? Big Brother Canada Statistics is pretty much me watching the show, Big Brother Canada, and then giving you guys statistics on what's happening in the show. I'll give you guys statistics like, let's take a look, head of household, HOH, power veto, POV, possible twist wins, because Big Brother Canada and even Big Brother have tons of different challenges and stuff that they could introduce a whole new statistic to the game that I gotta track. I'll also give you guys number of comps played, each person's win percentage, and the amount of times that they get nominated for eviction. So that is basically, in a nutshell, what Big Brother Canada Statistics is. It's basically me just watching the show, Big Brother Canada, and then me giving you guys statistics on different stuff in the show. So now that that's out of the way, let's introduce the house guests to Big Brother Canada Season 10. Alright, so globalnews.ca put out an article on the Big Brother Canada Season 10 house guests. And the first house guest on it was Betty. I'm not going to pronounce the last names because I don't want to butcher them, but I'll put them on screen. So the first person is Betty. She is 31 years old. She lives in Edmonton, Alberta, and she is a human resource manager. Alright, next we got Steven. He's 28 years old. He lives in Laval, Quebec, and he's a firefighter. Alright, next up we have Helene. She's 27 years old, and she lives in Surrey, British Columbia, and she is a master's student. Alright, next we got Herman. He is 29 years old. He lives in Nanaimo, British Columbia, and he is an auto sales general manager. Alright, next we got Lynn. She is 24 years old. She lives in Thunder Bay, Ontario, and she is a social media manager. Alright, next up we have Jay. He is 28 years old, lives in Toronto, and is a theater director. Alright, next we have Jessica. She is 35 years old. She lives in Cranbrook, British Columbia, and she is a visual artist. Alright, up next we have Josh. He is 28 years old, lives in Vancouver, and is a pediatric resident. Alright, next up we have Kevin. He is 28 years old, lives in Toronto, and is a sales engineer. Alright, next up we have Kyle. He is 23, from Halifax, and is a podcaster. Next we have Martin. He is 43 years old, from Petit Rocher, New Brunswick, and is a fraud investigator. Next is Melina. She's 29. She's from Toronto, and she's an artist. Alright, next up is Moose. He's 24 years old, lives in Toronto, and is a content creator. Next up, we have Stephanie. She's 26 years old. She lives in Toronto and is a child and youth worker. Next up is Summer. She's 25 years old. She lives in Toronto and is fun employed. And finally, last but not least, is Tanisha. She's 32 years old, from Montreal, and is a model. Alright guys, I thought I would end off the video with a little bit of statistics from where the house guests live and about their ages. So first off, there are 7 people coming from Ontario to the Big Brother house. That is 44% of the house guests. And then in second, there are 4 people coming from British Columbia, which is 25% of the house guests. Next, in third, we have 2 people coming from Quebec, which is 13% of the house guests. And then Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and British Columbia all have 1 person coming, which is 6% each. And the most amount of people are actually coming from Toronto. So that's 6 total people and 38% of the house guests coming into this season. Alright, so the age stats that I have is the average age of the house guests this season is 28 3/4 years old. The most common age is 28. The oldest is 43 years old. And the youngest is 23 years old. Alright, to recap this video, I introduced what Big Brother Canada statistics is. I introduced the house guests to Big Brother Canada Season 10. I gave some statistics on where the house guests live and some statistics on the ages of the house guests. So that's it for this video. Remember, work hard and be humble. See you in the next one. See ya.